Welcome to Wednesday's first video. First news story is about the closure of Dessie-Addis Ababa road. These minutes when I am recording this video, this main road which links the Amhara region of Ethiopia with Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa is closed. In two cities, the road has been closed by protesters, by transporters. What is happening there? Why are people in the Amhara region of Ethiopia angry? Secondly, a new story about creation of new regional states in Ethiopia. Yesterday in Gurage, there was a general strike held. Transporters, traders, they held a general strike, and today as well in some cities, shops are closed, and in coming days a demonstration is being planned by Gurages, Wolaitas and Hadiyas in Washington DC. We have seen demonstrations from Tigrayans, from Amharas, from Oromos in the US. Now it's the turn of Gurages, Wolaitas and Hadiyas to protest in the US. Thirdly, Ethiopian National Defense Force today shared some pictures of OLA fighters who have been captured and some killed as well. Government claims that in 5 Woredas of East Wellega, an operation was launched by Ethiopian National Defense Force. Dozens of OLA fighters were killed and captured. 3 command posts of Ethiopian National Defense Force have been established in the Oromia region of Ethiopia to coordinate the efforts to counter, to wipe out Oromo Liberation Army. And lastly, last news story is from the Netherlands, where a legal battle has started between Eritrean diaspora members. On one side, there are those who are organizing a festival in Rijswijk, the Netherlands, on the 13th of August, and on the other side, there are Eritrean opposition groups. And the legal battle has started. Eritrean opposition groups have hired a lawyer, a company, a legal firm which has served a notice reportedly to Eritrean Council in Rijswijk in Holland and Eritrean Embassy in Brussels. We have details for you. Firstly, viewers, Amhara region of Ethiopia, these minutes main road which links the Amhara region with Ethiopian capital is closed. Long queues of vehicles can be seen. Transporters, locals, they have closed this road. Dessie-Addis Ababa road is closed. In 2 towns, this main road is closed. Firstly, in Shiva Robit, the road is closed, and secondly, in Debre Berhan, the road is closed. You can see pictures on your screen showing the closure of this main road which links the Amhara region with Addis Ababa. Why is that? Why are people angry? Why are transporters angry? Yesterday, we heard that transporters rather, they were calling for a strike. They were calling for the closure of this main road. The road has been closed as a protest against what has been happening for weeks in Shino. Shino is a town in Oromia region of Ethiopia. It is in North Shua zone of Oromia. It is right on Oromia-Amhara border. When travelers from the Amhara region of Ethiopia travel to Addis Ababa, they have to pass through Shino. And at Shino, they are stopped. Thorough checkings are conducted. Body searches are carried out. And money is demanded. extortion, corruption is rampant at checkpoints in Shino. Some travelers are returned from Shino. They are not allowed to enter Oromia. They have to enter Oromia to reach Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Their ID cards are checked. Sometimes the ID cards are confiscated. They are not returned. These travelers, they have to pay money. They have to pay bribe to security officials deployed at checkpoints near Shino. The travelers have to pay this bribe because sometimes they have to reach Addis Ababa to travel abroad. Once passports, tickets are seen with the travelers, these security officials demand more money. It has been going on for some weeks. That is why people are angry in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Transporters are also facing this problem, that their vehicles are stopped for hours sometime on Oromia-Amhara border. In a previous video as well, I shared this news story that people are facing problems on Amhara, Oromia border, but no action was taken. And today, angry protesters in the Amhara region of Ethiopia, they are expressing their anger by closing the main road. Let's see, will the government, especially Oromia regional government, intervene or not? Secondly, viewers, protests, strikes against creation of new regional states are intensifying. Yesterday, we reported about a general strike observed in Wolaita, which is the capital of Gurage zone. And before that, in Wolaita, people protested. The main activist in Wolaita, Professor Asif Abadajo, working for years for a separate Wolaita regional state, has been arrested. After yesterday's strike in Wolaita, today shops were closed in some other neighboring cities as well. In Agina and in MDB, shops are closed today. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures are from Agina and MDB in Gurage. So this strike, which started yesterday in Wolaita, is spreading to neighboring towns and cities. Both Wolaita and Gurage are against creation of new regional states along cluster lines. They want regional states, but Gurages want their own separate regional state. Wolaitas want their own separate regional state. But the new regional states which are being proposed consist of Wolaitas and other neighboring regions, Gurages and other neighboring regions as well. So these two zones are against this cluster arrangement regarding the creation of new regional states, which is being discussed by Ethiopian House of Federation. Now, interestingly, a demonstration is being planned in the US. We know that Ethiopians have been protesting in the US since the start of Tigray conflict. Firstly, it was Tigrayans who highlighted Tigray war at international level by protesting in the US, in Europe. Then Ethiopians from other ethnic groups, mostly from Amharas, they started No More movement last year in the US to stop alleged Western US intervention in Ethiopian internal matters. Oromos have also been protesting, though some small protests were held by Oromos. And now it's the turn of Gurages, Wolaitas and Hadiyas. A demonstration is being planned in Washington, D.C. on the 13th of August. And Wolaitas, Gurages and from Hadiya, ethnic groups, diaspora community is being invited to attend this demonstration in Washington, D.C. on the 13th of August. Government will have to handle this issue very calmly, because the tensions are rising both in Gurage and in Wolaita zones of SNNPR. We'll update you on the 13th of August from Washington DC. What will happen there? How many will participate in 13 August protest in Washington DC? That remains to be seen. Thirdly, viewers, a new story about ongoing military operation against Oromo Liberation Army. Government is making claims, tall claims. Yesterday, 2 days ago rather, National Security Council of Ethiopia claimed that hundreds of OLA fighters had been killed, and more than 1,000 Kabyles under OLA control had been retaken by government forces. And a few hours ago, Ethiopian National Defense Force shared pictures of operation conducted against Oromo Liberation Army in East Wellega. Ethiopian National Defense Force claims that in an operation in East Wellega, 5 woredas which were under OLA control, they have been retaken, and dozens of OLA fighters have been killed and captured. Government claims that 49 OLA members were killed in this operation, 50 were arrested. Some pictures have been shared by ENDF as well. This operation was conducted in 5 woredas: Gida, Ayana, Kirimo, Abanto, Haroliv and Limo. In these 5 woredas, you can see some pictures on screen shared by Ethiopian National Defense Force. ENDF says these are OLA fighters who were in control of these 5 woredas. They have been captured and dozens of them have been killed as well. Ethiopian National Defense Force has established 3 command posts to coordinate operations against Oromo Liberation Army in Oromia. One command post is in Wellega, Western Oromia, which has been OLA's stronghold for years. Second command post is in Guji, Southern Oromia. Again, Southern Oromia has been a stronghold of Oromo Liberation Army. And third command post has been established in Showa, covering North Showa, East Showa and West Showa regions on Amhara Oromia border. So operation is underway. Government is making tall claims that it has retaken hundreds of Kabyles and thousands of and hundreds of OLA fighters have been killed and captured. Lastly, last news story is from the Netherlands, where a legal battle has started between Eritrean diaspora groups, pro-Eritrean government and opposition diaspora groups are involved in a legal battle over an upcoming diaspora festival due to be held in Rijswijk on the 13th of August. Avil Said, Eritrean poet, is going to speak at this festival. He was in Stockholm, Sweden a few days ago, where there was a festival arranged as well, and Eritrean opposition groups tried to stop that diaspora festival in Stockholm, Sweden. In Stockholm, Sweden, Eritrean opposition groups succeeded in making pro-government diaspora groups to change the venue of the diaspora festival. And now once again similar attempt is being made by opposition groups in Rijswijk, but here a legal battle has started. Eritrean opposition groups have hired a law firm. The foundation, Human Rights for Eritrean Foundation, has hired some lawyers who have served a notice to the organizers of the festival due to be held in Rijswijk, the Netherlands, on the 13th of August. This notice has been served to festival organizers. Secondly, Eritrean Council in the Netherlands and thirdly, Eritrean embassy in Brussels, and fourthly, Sirak Bahlibi, who is an Eritrean pro-government diaspora member. The lawyer who has served this notice to these entities and individuals says that the upcoming festival is not a cultural festival. Though campaign is being launched that it's a cultural festival, but in reality it's not a cultural festival. Funds will be raised at this festival and Eritreans are under pressure, under duress. They pay to Eritrean embassy, Eritrean government, because if they don't pay, then their families, their relatives in Eritrea are persecuted. And Dutch government, Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in some of its reports in the past said that Eritrean embassies were involved in forcible tax collection from Eritreans living in European countries. That is why funds will be raised at this festival. And secondly, questions have been raised by this law firm against Awil Saeed, that Awil Saeed spreads hate. He is involved in hate speech, especially regarding Tigray conflict. He has been involved in spreading hate, and his agenda is a political agenda which is provocative and hateful. So in view of expected hate speech, in view of expected fundraising which could be used for human rights violations like it happened in Tigray, this law firm is asking these entities to stop this festival till the 10th of August. This law firm wants action. This law firm says that the organizers, Eritrean Council, Eritrean Embassy must announce till today, 10th of August, that this festival has been cancelled. If the festival is not cancelled, then these organizations, these individuals will face legal consequences. What will be the legal consequences? That remains to be seen. Has the festival been cancelled? So far, no confirmation that after this legal notice, festival has been cancelled, though rumors are being spread. Now it's a legal battle. I don't think that the festival organizers will cancel it. They'll try to fight this thing legally. We'll keep you updated about this upcoming festival on 13th of August in Rijswijk, the Netherlands. Thank you for watching.